Why was the Bible recorded? A great way to deliver a voice. Stone monuments are symbols of authority. Ancient monuments weren't for reading. Most people couldn't even read the characters. So why were they built? Just standing in front of that massive stone overwhelmed people. It was a declaration of authority. The owner of this land is a powerful king. That was the true face of ancient writing. Today, we'll look at why the Bible came to us in the form of writing, exploring 5 diverse and amazing reasons. What were ancient documents used for? John Walton introduces 5 decisive scenes of document use in the ancient world. First, they were practice sheets in scribal schools to master tradition perfectly. Second, they were reading tools to proclaim the king's edicts far and wide. Third, they were symbols of power that showed the ruler's strength without being read. Fourth, as we shared last time, they were archives that guaranteed unchanging promises. Finally, they were spiritual fortresses gathered from divine wisdom to protect the community. The Bible was a multi-purpose treasure that passed through all these scenes. We'll explore the secrets of letters through ping pong and pancakes. Scholar Susan Niditch says that if you look closely at the biblical text, the text itself inadvertently betrays its own identity. The traces of repeating rhythms confess, "I was originally a living voice." John Walton uses the analogy of a ping pong match and pancakes. Pancakes are completed through the interaction between the batter and the machine. The formation of the Bible was like a fierce ping pong match between God and humans. It is the result of dynamic interaction. Also, oral and text are like pancakes, melted into one, becoming an inseparable organic whole. Documents were simply the secondary medium for delivering that fiery voice. I once thought it was a bit much when I was asked to stand for the Bible reading, but at Wheaton College or historic chapel services in the U.S., the entire congregation still stands for the reading of Scripture. And when the reading ends, they shout in one voice, "Thanks be to God." Why do they do this? Because they know the word being read now is not a preserved document from 2,000 years ago, but a vivid edict of the King who rules over us now. The act of standing itself was a pledge of loyalty to the King's presence. What the Bible delivers is the voice of God. The real reason the Bible was recorded is to deliver God's voice across time and space to our ears. The Bible is not just a manual for conveying information. It is God's monumental stone of rule at the center of our lives. Now, the time for Bible reading is no longer a boring ritual, but a dynamic moment when the King's voice from heaven lands in our hearts, reviving the burning heart of God in the recorded word. That is the only way to treat the Bible according to its purpose. Our journey of biblical interpretation with John Walton continues next time.